Oh, fuck. Hello, I'm an Adelaide startup working on a platform called ViralBounty. ViralBounty is going to be a game changer in 2025 for the marketing industry. It is a crowdsourced organic solution to agencies and ad platforms. It's driven and powered by the community, and it solves many problems that are in the industry and many frustrations people have sourcing out advertising. In this video, I'm going to discuss what the problems are in the industry, why ViralBounty is the solution, and how I came to the inspiration of making ViralBounty. The problem in the marketing industry is traditional marketing is a waste of time, energy, and most of all, money. You have three main options for online marketing. That's ad platforms, agencies, and going direct to influencers. For anyone who's used an agency, they know that they are overpriced, return lackluster results, and the chances of a videos actually going viral are next to nothing. Working with agencies is a big time commitment. You have to educate the agency on your product and brand and what you expect, and try and hope that in-house creators will be able to produce something that aligns with your brand, even after investing all the time, briefing them, exchanging information, and going back and forth. So not only do you invest a lot of money, but you also invest a lot of time. And in the end, you're still just taking one bet. You're taking a gamble and a bet on one company to be able to produce the results that you desire. Second option you have is to cut out the agency, cut out the middleman, and go direct with using paid ad platforms like Facebook and Google. Now the problem with them, like just look at the menus and all the buttons and menus and items. They are complex, convoluted, and sure as hell confusing. Just to learn how to use it, you have to dig through hundreds of tutorials, watch dozens of videos, and hell, feels like you need a uni degree. Absolute headache and a waste of energy and time for any business owner or for their in-house team. And going with paid ads, even though you're cutting out the middleman, they sure as hell ain't cheap. Paid ads are money pit. If you don't put a budget on it, it just goes through the roof. Through non-converting CPMs and impressions that bring no benefit to your business at all, yet cost you a fortune as the bill goes up and up and up and up and up every time someone gets your ad displayed to them. Using paid ads, you also have to supply your own creatives, pay for someone to make videos for you, or get it made in-house. Money to the money you have to pay the ad platform. So agencies are no good. Going direct to paid ads, that ain't much better. Third option, influencers. Anyone who's used influencers before will know how hard and fruitless it is trying to find one in the first place to represent your brand. You're messaging and DMing thousands of people, not getting any responses. And when you do get a response, the likelihood of that person wanting to do a promotion at a fair rate is very small, and they can't even guarantee if they'll get results. In this respect, they're even worse than going with agencies. You're taking a gamble on one person, one ad creative, and some of the cheaper influencers, just for one promotion, can charge anywhere from $5,000 onwards. There's a secret fourth way you can get advertisement. That's UGC, user-generated content. It's building a community of creators, aspiring creators, and micro-influencers, and having them promote your brand and business. This guy here is a great example of someone who utilized UGC by creating his own community from the ground up to advertise his product, Tab's Chocolate, and to make millions of dollars in a small period of time.
From the start, the game plan was TikTok. The game plan was running on TikTok organic and working with micro influencers. I was going to line up and find as many micro influencers as I possibly can, send them free product, try to pay them some sort of small cash bonus, and get them hooked. And the idea is that with TikTok, they've democratized the ability to go viral. It doesn't matter if you have 500 followers or 500,000 followers. And so instead of paying some big celebrity for their brand name and their distribution, I want to work with the smaller guys, because if they make good content, they could hit the For You page, they could go viral, and therefore I'm able to stretch my marketing dollars.
Tell me just your entire UGC strategy.
Right.
From the start.
Well, so initially it started off with it being like micro-influencer focused. But the problem is that it was incredibly difficult to scale. For every 1,000 emails that we sent out to prospective influencers, only 30% would even bother, getting back to us. Yeah. And of those that got back to us, the vast majority of them would ask for these ridiculous rates, right? Rates that were just completely unaffordable, and I knew we were not going to be profitable if we paid them. Again, I didn't have a lot of money. I needed to make this last, and I needed to stretch the dollars, and that's what viral marketing is. So, it was working with as many micro influencers as I possibly could, but it was incredibly challenging logistically. So eventually I was like, this is not going to work. Despite the fact that, I streamlined the process with VAs, scraping, influencer leads and handling outreach and doing all the back and forth. It didn't matter. It was just so time intensive and labor intensive, and influencers would steal product and just ghost us. It was just a nightmare and an organizational mess.
You went from finding these micro influencers, right, 50,000, 200,000 followers, right, which is still quite a bit in a way. Right. But you were going off one after one, and they were only making one video.
Yeah, 1 or 2 videos. Sometimes I would have them come back and post 3 or 4 videos. But at the same time, they didn't want to saturate their audience. Yeah. And they don't want to put 20 posts out about a brand. It would ruin their, whole entire
and everybody's hitting these people up because they have hundreds of thousands. Exactly. So you're competitive in that nature.
Exactly.
So then you went to a content creator who had 5,000 followers.
No, he had no followers.
0 followers.
He had just 0 followers.
Like a new guy.
Exactly. He was a new guy, and he basically managed my Tabs brand account, and he was the face of the Tabs brand account. And every day he would make TikToks on behalf of my brand. He'd bring this from $80,000 a month to $10 million a month. And the idea that I had was pretty simple, right? Clearly it worked for Key. It worked on this one account. Let's horizontally scale now across 50 other creators, across 50 other independent accounts. Genius. And just kind of repeat the success that we saw there. So no, I let the creators create the accounts with their own email, their own password, their own phone number.
So they're making a new account then?
Yeah, they're making a new account. Okay. And then I give them instructions. Here, you're going to name the account some variation of Tabs. We have hundreds of accounts, thousands of accounts.
But you don't control any of them.
No. Dude, I don't want to be controlling the content. What I want to do is cast as wide of a net as possible and hit as much scale as I can. I don't want to be in charge of the TV show. I want to own the whole entire fucking news channel, right? And my thought process is that I have 300 TV shows going on. Yeah. And I don't know which one's going to hit.
That's really smart.
It might be the prankster. It might be the grandparents. It might be the model. It might be the OnlyFans thotty.
So I want to get into the details of this now.
Let's
UGC, what does it stand for?
Yeah, user-generated content.
Okay, so how are you finding these people? What is the arrangement? How much do you pay? Absolutely. And how much instruction are you giving?
Yeah, okay. So where do I find these people? I was able to find them on Twitter and leverage my personal brand and my own following in order to kind of get them and onboard them as a TikTok content creator for my brand. And here's the thing, I wasn't super picky, you need to be a super high performing creator, or you need to have X background or whatever. It's no, do you have all your limbs and do you have a phone? Let's work. I was hiring anybody and everybody, and I was paying them anywhere from $1,000 a month to $3,000 a month. For 30 TikToks a month, 1 TikTok a day.
So the structure is 1 upload a day, around $1,000 to $3,000 a month. Do they have creative control?
Of course. I don't want to be there sitting there micromanaging and feeding them scripts and going back and forth with the creator. They have full creative control.
If I wanted to do this for my company, I would go to Twitter. What do I search?
UGC,
just literally
TikTok content creator.
Hashtag UGC,
absolutely.
And then just look for people who are
there will be thousands.
What are they going to be posting? Are they going to be posting UGC?
They're going to be tweeting about their UGC and the brands and the clients that they're working with, and that's how they find clients.
And basically, for anyone who doesn't know, it's just random people, high school kids,
college kids, fucking grandparents, all different walks of life.
You just send them your product.
Eventually I started onboarding so many different content creators where we were spending a lot of money because it's, $1,000 here, $3,000 there, times 50, times 100. You're looking at a really high expenditure. So eventually I ended up shifting the model and turning them into affiliates where I was paying them on a commission basis.
Smart.
This way I get to mitigate my downside and risk, A, and B, I get to reward.
But you see, just listen to his story, you'll see how difficult it is to do what he did. The efforts of messaging and DMing and joining different chat groups and joining different communities and messaging people and recruiting people and messaging more people, most of the recruits being young people, usually around the age of 16, who are aspiring creators, building them up one by one until he had a few hundred, offering them small amounts of money to promote his brand. So that's 4 different marketing strategies: agencies, direct paid, using platforms directly, paid ads, influencers, or UGC. All of them have their flaws. All of them either waste your time, money, energy, or all 3 of them. So just to recap, agencies, overpriced, lackluster, and cannot promise results. Paid ads, absolute headache, requires uni-level degree of time to learn how to use it, and you don't know how much it's going to cost you. All it guarantees is it's going to be a money pit. Influencers, near impossible to even establish brand deals with. When you do, they're usually overpriced and you're putting all your eggs in one basket. You're only betting on one horse. Then there's UGC, a method that most people don't know about. It's a bit underground, and to pull it off, it takes a lot of work, a lot of energy, and it's unattainable and unachievable for the average person to do. That's where ViralBounty comes in. My platform is crowdsourced, community-driven marketing, and anyone and everyone can use it. Both businesses, brands, events, and creators, influencers, aspiring creators, video editors, and videographers. And ViralBounty is a solution to all these problems. It's an easy to use platform that works on the fundamentals of supply and demand. It is crowdsourced marketing that is community driven and community powered. It democratizes content creation and distribution. It networks businesses with creators with ease. How does ViralBounty work and how does it solve the problem? Well, here I'm going to show you what the platform is and how it works. This is ViralBounty. How it works is a business posts a bounty, which is a competition, and it has a prize pool. That prize pool attracts creators, influencers, video editors, videographers, anyone. Anyone can enter the contest and create a video to compete for that prize pool. The most viral video wins. While this is happening, the company is getting access to hundreds, if not thousands, of ad creatives and videos which they can repurpose later and reuse on their own platforms or use for paid advertising on traditional ad services. The users are also posting the videos on their own accounts or new accounts, which can be specified in the rules, meaning that your ad distribution is happening automatically. So you have 2 things happening at the same time. You've got distribution of your ad and you have the generation of ad creatives, all for one price. One bounty, one price you set. You only pay once at the start of the contest and you know how much you're paying for. It is not an unknown amount of money, which is common when you use ad platforms where you don't know how much it's going to cost you beforehand. The 4 approaches to online marketing I discussed before: agency, ad platform, influencer, and UGC. This crowdsourced and community-driven approach outperforms agencies because it's not overpriced. You're not paying a markup to support a corporate company with dozens of employees, branding of our own, and advertisement of our own. You're going direct to the creator, direct to the source. and you're utilizing the community. You're leveraging the community. Democratize creation. So it's more value for money than going to an agency. You're not placing all your bets on one source to create content for you and distribute it for you. You're hedging your bets on a wide group of people, dozens to hundreds of people, generating a variety of types of content where the likelihood of something aligning with your brand is higher and the likelihood of something going viral is higher. You also don't have to deal with the back and forth of discussing your project and your brand and your image and identity to an agency, and then later in the future when you want to work with a different agency, have to repeat that process again. On ViralBounty, it's a 1, 2, 3 step process to post a bounty, and once you post the bounty once, you can keep the briefing of the competition, the description and brief that you give to creators, you can keep it and reuse it again and again for later campaigns. You don't have to repeat the whole process of exchanging information. It's pretty obvious to most people paid ads don't even work. It pops up on people's feed. It costs you money every time it does that, and no one takes any notice or interest. They know it's a paid ad. They don't care, and you're paying for someone to skip straight past your ad. And it costs, like I said, it's an absolute money pit. It's a headache to use their platforms. You don't need a uni degree or to watch hundreds and dozens of tutorials to use ViralBounty. This is how easy it is to post a bounty. You log in, you click post bounty, you fill in the details, then you pay for the bounty. 1, 2, 3. It's just as easy. Influencers. Now, this is the greatest thing about ViralBounty. It attracts influencers still. Influencers will innately have a bit of an edge as they have an existing audience to get views on any of their entries. So influencers are going to be very incentivized to use ViralBounty. I believe ViralBounty is the easiest way to get access to influencers. You don't have to message them. They organically come, and the fact that you don't know who will come or how many is the beauty of it, because it will surprise you what influencers will promote and support your brand and what influencers align with your brand identity. Once they have submitted videos for your brand, even if they do not win, there's an opportunity for you to reach out to any highlights and connect with them and go direct with influencers. It is a great way to surface influencers and for businesses to create deals and create brand deals and collaborate with them. No more endlessly DMing and messaging people, hoping they'll get back to you. No more betting, putting all your eggs in one basket, betting on one horse. That bounty you got, it will attract a handful, if not dozens, of influencers. So now that bounty you had, it's being hedged across many influencers, plus all the other creators who are going to participate. The micro influencers, the aspiring creators, editors, videographers, clippers. Traditional UGC acquisition. What's easier? Clicking 3 buttons, 1, 2, 3 to post a bounty and to get access to UGC and get access to the powerhouse of UGC. I think most people would rather use ViralBounty and leverage a community and army that exists there already than to try and build one up from the ground up. There's no benefit of trying to build one yourself. Not only is it going to take a lot of time, energy and effort, but it still costs you money, as the UGC community that you make will still want to be incentivized somehow. As you can see, ViralBounty is a solution to all forms of online marketing. All their problems is resolved in just one platform, and it's superior to all of them combined. You post one bounty, it's easy. It's easy. Distribution, content creation and generation happening simultaneously for you. Democratized content creation. It is community driven. It is crowdsourced. It works on the basis of supply and demand. large bounties naturally are going to attract many more participants. It's going to attract big influencers, a lot of small people. It's going to attract everyone. But small bounties will still get attention too, as they'll have less participants. People will find it appealing to enter them as there's less competition. So small bounties will still get love too. And it's not always about the money. A lot of people are doing it to build up experience, build up their portfolios, stand out to brands, and try to collaborate directly with brands. So we've made an option on ViralBounty that you can do bounties of $0 and have internships or charity flags to let people know what the bounty is about. So businesses benefit from ViralBounty. It solves many problems. If I have to dot point the benefits for businesses, it will be large variety of videos created for you, high likelihood of virality, ability to reuse videos, ability to reach out to creators and collaborate with them directly and have them create more content for you. So it's a great discovery place to find talented creators. The benefits for creators is they can win money. It's competition based, so not everyone's going to win, but people who do well and create high quality content can still get brand deals, collaborate, build up their portfolio and gain experience and learn more and generate meaningful content. So ViralBounty is a great place for up and aspiring creators to learn their craft. It's great for experienced people to hone their craft, and it's great for influencers to build connections with brands. Creators can come in many forms, like I mentioned before. They can be big influencers, micro influencers, clippers, editors, memers. Hell, the very thing that this threatens, ad agencies can be a user of this platform as well. They can use the platform to get UGC content to promote their ad agency. And two, they can compete in bounties as well. If they're really worth their salt, they should compete in bounties, as they would have a high chance of winning. Winning a bounty as an ad agency would distinguish them and validate that they have the ability to make quality content that can go viral. It's a great place for students who are learning content creation. They can build a real world portfolio, a portfolio of actual work that's used for advertising. Using real brands and companies gives you the small chance and opportunity to win the competition. And if you are confident you can create quality product, quality videos, there's a good chance that brands and companies will outreach directly to you and collaborate and go direct with you to generate more content. It's a great way for influencers to actually find content to make. Instead of making aimless vlogs about what they ate for dinner, they can make content on brands and products and events and actually promote something that's substantial and like real. One thing that makes me confident that ViralBounty will succeed is how goddamn simple it is. Unlike other platforms out there, like those ad platforms, it is simple. Easy as 1, 2, 3 to post a bounty, to enter a bounty. Okay guys, this is the home screen. And this is what you see when you first log in. It's got bounties that are posted. As you can see, bounties can range from hundreds of thousands of dollars to a couple $1,000, all the way down to even $0, with ability to pick internship or charity flags. So it's super simple. Only takes 3 clicks of a button to post a bounty once you're logged in. So you go up here to new bounty, click it, step 1. Step 2, you fill in the details. I already pre-filled these in. You got a description and brief here. If you're having trouble thinking of how to write a brief or a description for your business, we actually provide a prompt that you can use, And the prompt just has variables where you replace it. So you replace business name here with your business name, your industry, you describe your business and products and services here, and you can pick different objectives. And then you just press enter, and ChatGPT writes it out for you, and you can edit it. Going back here, once you've filled in your details, you can keep the default rules, or you can specify very specific rules. Some examples of rules that you could apply is that all users must make a new account underneath your brand name. So it's got the similar branding to you with your business name in it. That way, doing something like that means large influencers who've got a big audience base already don't have an advantage in this competition. It also means you get to advertise your product underneath your product and business underneath your brand name. This section here, link and assets, this is where you supply links to examples of how you want content to be to resemble, and you also provide links to your assets like videos, photos, logos, sounds, anything that belongs to your business that can be repurposed should be supplied. You can also put links to your socials if you got a lot of content on there, and it will allow a lot of the creators to remix your existing content. Got frequently asked questions section here as well. It's optional, you can leave these as default, except for this one, you want to fill this one in, but you can leave the rules as default. And yeah, so after step 2, filling in all your details for the post, you just go down to post bounty, payment screen will pop up, you just pay for it, and you're done. And that's how you get access to the most efficient form of social media marketing out there, just 3 clicks of a button. It's easy. I haven't made a convoluted app where there's separate user types, a business account and a separate creator account, and then they have different menus and different features. No, it's just one user, and that user can enter bounties and he can post bounties. You can do both. The inspiration I had for this was I could see the frustration that they had with traditional advertising. Just like this example.
Someone needs to solve this, because I would pay so much fucking money to get this problem fixed overnight. And for some reason, brands and companies are doing this, but they're just doing a really shit job, and like anyone with a brain can do this and really clean up quite quickly. We're on a software company. We're trying to scale through influence marketing. Right now, I am sending thousands of DMs every week, just trying to arrange calls with these influencers, negotiate deals, and then pay them, and then do all the analysis on their account to see whether or not it's even worth us bringing them on as an affiliate. Most influencer marketing agencies out there have some shitty offer where they have a marketplace of a bunch of creators, and they say, look, you can tap into our marketplace. We've done all the research where we found all the best creators, but I'm still required to DM those creators, get on calls, arrange the brand deals, and then sort it out myself. And so all they've done is they've just moved the problem from being on Instagram DMs to their platform DMs.
So seeing countless people having frustration, seeing what it takes for people to create the efforts and energy it takes for people to create UGC content, seeing how much of a money pit and how difficult and convoluted ad platforms are, I was inspired by a similar solution in a different niche. My inspirations were platforms such as Kaggle and Bug Bounty. Now what Kaggle is, it's identical concept to what I'm doing, but it's for data science. Data science, companies that need data to be analyzed by algorithms will put up a big bounty prize for many people to participate, and they pick the best result out of them all who wins the money. It's a win-win situation, as it's very costly to hire data scientists. They can cost up some data scientists cost up to $500,000 a year to employ, and if you do employ one, you're hedging your bets on one person to be able to come up with an optimal solution. By crowdsourcing and community sourcing, you're getting input and creativity from dozens of people problem solving. So the chance whoever comes out on top, the level of quality will be far superior if you were to hire just one person. So it ends up being very good value for money. Another niche that practices the a similar concept is bug bounties. This is in cybersecurity. It is where companies post bounties, prize pools, for individuals to try and find exploits and hacks into their software. Once people find exploits and hacks, they get paid out a fraction of the bug bounty for their efforts. Again, this is a win-win situation, as it is a lot more, the creativity and problem solving that you get from community is far superior than if you were to hire one specialist. Think about it, it's like hiring one agency to create your videos for you. You only get a limited number of videos all in one style, as opposed to getting a variety from the community. So both Kaggle and bug bounty proves this concept works, and they validate the idea. If you see the benefits of this platform, and you can see that in 2025, ViralBounty is going to be a tsunami in the industry in 2025. It's going to leave traditional marketing high and dry, just like beach whales. They're going to suffocate, while the rising tide of ViralBounty is going to benefit everyone. It's going to benefit the community. It's going to benefit all types of creators, large and small. It's going to benefit small businesses, large businesses, and even corporations who get massive value for money leveraging a community-driven machine, a crowdsource marketing. That is the future. Democratized and community-driven platforms have proven itself to be far more efficient and superior to traditional and corporate systems. Just think of Airbnb and Uber. Just like ad agencies, taxi rings were the middleman between the driver and the client. Once Uber came in, it was the end for taxis. Taxi companies had no place in this new world where technology had made them obsolete. Inefficient middleman separating supply and demand. A simple platform bridges the gap between supply and demand. With Airbnb, it was the same. Hotels were no longer needed. Technology now allowed the community to fulfill its own demand with its own supply at far better rates, far better quality, and far more unique experiences. Think of Airbnb, how unique and creative some of the rentals are. They are like out of this world. Alien spaceships, tree houses, glass houses, insane. That's the power of going to the community, and that's the creativity of the community. Corporations, just like hotel chains, just pump out the same bland style, and when they think they're being creative, normal hotels or tropical resorts, or some of them are luxury style. You have like 3 styles, yet look at the variety you get from Airbnb. The same is going to occur on my platform with creative content. The creativity is going to be like an explosion, which will inspire people even more to make even more creative stuff. Ad agencies are the same as hotels. They all pump out the same bland styles, the same hooks, the same formats. They think they don't want to go outside the box. They don't want to take risks. They just copy each other. And when something kind of they think it kind of works, they just stick with it. This content has to follow a formula. The second they say that there's a formula to make good content is when you know, and they follow the formula, you know creativity is dead. You ain't going to get that on a community-driven site. If this is a platform you want to see succeed, and it's a platform you want to use and utilize as either a business or a creator, please share this with your peers, share it with other businesses to use, share it with brands. The variety of people that can utilize and leverage this platform, I wouldn't even be able to imagine all of them, but just off the top of my head, the people posting bounties, they can be small businesses, food trucks, hairdressers, tradespeople. They can promote their business, people can promote their personal brand, people can use it for political campaigns. Other media outlets can use it to promote themselves, like Channel 7 can use it. People can use it for tourism, to promote cities. Big corporations like Coca-Cola and Toyota can utilize it to do ad campaigns. Influencers can use it to promote themselves, to get more followers. So many people can use it. People can use it to promote events, local events, like speed dating event, a community event. Non-for-profits can use it. And on the creator side, there's a wide variety of creators that can use it. Even ad agencies can enter as a creator themselves and compete for prize pools if they want. Large influencers, small influence, micro influencers, media students, people aspiring to be content creators, clippers, memers, vloggers, speed rampers, music videos, so many uses. If you want to see this succeed, share. I think share this as much as you can. Tell people about it, and even better, use the platform if you can use the platform as a business. And if you want to support us some more, if you really want to show some extra love and support, I put together a GoFundMe which talks about my backstory and how I got here to where I am. I had a tough time to get where I am today. I started off as a roofer in construction, and I was involved in a car accident and it left me crippled for life. I can't walk properly anymore. I've got a severe ankle deformity which left me jobless for several years. Unable to get any work or job, I decided to teach myself how to code and program, and that's why I built this platform. And for the last 3 months I've been coding it up, putting in the hours, working my ass off, and recently I started to put together a team. And yeah, I don't have much money. I had to sell one of my prized possessions to fund the team I put together. A lot of my money, a lot of my savings and assets I had before the car accident was lost during the car accident. The tools, the vehicle, and then paying for surgery and hospital surgery, which didn't improve my condition at all. If you want to see this platform succeed, I think some community support for a community-powered platform would be amazing. And I would really see this as like a team effort. If the users contributed and powered the development of this, $10 will go a long way. And if you don't want to donate any money, sharing this platform and using the platform is more valuable to me than donating any amount of money. So just share this with friends, family. Hell, if you can convince some businesses to utilize it, that'll be great. Thank you guys, and I appreciate you listening to the whole video. I know it wasn't the most entertaining video.